OKFM 101.7.
Yani Nana Obiri Boahen, former Deputy General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, was signed a Meredimni Yenino Entry and Como. Nana me watching.
Yeah, Major so.
Naboko dear.
Onyame adahoma.
Nana where dear, my bawun chenya. What transpired at the Supreme Court? And Yemame Araba Tokonu, the Chief Justice of the Republic. My ruling. Na before ruling, no, my first ruling, a man akodi yera Abansumana Kingsburg Bagbin. They say was signed through the clerk of Parliament, and I return it. Say it wasn't properly served. Then no cry, no, it wasn't properly served in Nuswa. I feel Messiah confused. He said, Adia was say, Yan Sabu Yeno, O can want some chair parliament, you know. What's I say, we are seeing some much in Famra. Yes, sir, the baby, ya. What sign another petition? As Adia come, Adia now say, you weren't properly served. Next, Yan Sabu won't cross it. The Supreme Court should vacate their own ruling. Indeed, now I am confused. And Mammy. Araba Esaba Tokonu what the ruling by. Na mamenyi legal force on the ye minim se bia wa kenkan ruling no so kra mamentio.
You see, ya motre me amagena. You know, obi am fan na customer agena. In my candid opinion, Mentiasia na mini ekwesi what about Bagbin ya all persi all prenya no all passion. I'm being very honest. Ni all persi ni all prenya ni all pafa ni all person. Ama bibi no aye bibi what? We are Speaker of Parliament. About that position no, it is an official position. That position is not a private position. So Bagbin should know. That position as the Speaker of Parliament is a public office. Kept in Ghana's constitution. And not private individual as Bagbin Bagbin. You should know that distinction.
Nane, baby, and maybe or catch us the chairman Sabon say. Who's what I can I'm the number 3. Now, one number Ben also won. In this area, I can say,
no, so we are number 3. Official. We are number 3. We are number 4. We are number 5. Official. It's an official position. 2. I'm actually lost for West. Said, who should me a question in Bagbin? It looks like I just said, you see. In 1700, in France, now more you are until l'état c'est moi. The country is my money and media. And this is exactly me Bagbin or actually l'état c'est moi. Money Ghana and media. Money Ghana sing out there. What? Let us do. We are the other person to answer what. What is the legal procedure? If you are a lawyer and your clients have been served with the process, now we give this a mode of service in the wrong one. We go to court, you file a motion for the court to set aside the writ of summons. That is what we do. I don't know lawyer for you yet, I don't know much for you, and I get the year come on. I don't know much, and I the year come on. And I have a you don't manufacture your own set of rules. Oh, she's a woman. The whole Bagbin drama as a Speaker of Parliament, I get a little bit. I stop the Yakoyana by. Even call once a man or mere MP. And say, though I just hold him crown. But I didn't send you away. When I did the position, so I get a double show. So did it show new opinion to the speaker. I mean, I'm so much surprised because a lot. But it looks like they said here, oh, yeah, man, trash. No, I say, we follow the sequence of events. And this for the mama, Nitimaya and Dese, after Mahama, he will be the next leader of NDC.
Then where do you continue away?
Oh, some social sequence of events now. What's in the material? You know, it's in the sequence of events now. Sequence of events. And because look at the shoot more than the bereaved. Because sequence of events. Other than the Katano Sanama, the command Supreme Court register.
Nanai, let's talk law here.
Okay.
One, Speaker ne say Adiane wasn't properly served. It means there weren't a service to that effect. The atosu mienu no Adiana who can say it wasn't properly served. Next say there were no service. No, what can one sama chere mra se bedwa no? But one give out sebia wo de be yadwuma na amfa yadwuma. Two, no asabo sa de na chisi ansa amfa mra Supreme Court because it wasn't properly laid before them. Yati ase. Wo wie no pacho mi bo. Wo wie no. The same idea na wo se yen serve wo no. Wo sa ye petition dia kose. Wo mo reverse wo mo decision. Emra mu we dia no.
Sabio, so one sir. Subject Mr. Can. But the Maracra. Marana Mara, your cotton, the Brea cotton and cotton, then mother. Bed. Your cotton school, then bed. ABC, Debbie. Marano should be a common sense. Marano, law for coffee. And now you call Macola, and now you call Legon or Jimpa or Kenwest, you know. You're quite a beer, no quan, I am Marano. Marano, sub you, Cafrache. Remember, my Brahman, who owns his good denim Dakorano. The common sense, Timothy some Marano, you see. Marano. Because one, at the time when Ocho letters say young fat process and salmon common. No one engaged in the services of a lawyer at that time. No one factored the story. What factored the story? Our major appointment of solicitor. Because you can process the sitting in an that the story law firm no ever respond. So you were not properly served that a law firm no ever respond. Not you. No one out there the bid class apostle. And that the position of the speaker in your official, and the other was directed to the speaker. And I said, "Oh, back for no one better than say." It is too much. That's a process.
Na me bajo me ba wo de ya te wo kura o se ade no yan serve yie. Yan serve yie ne sa ade na yan serve yie no a wo ba chese yan fa nipa kura de nkoma no no. A ye di nipa kura de akoma no no. Na wasan atwere okrata se ade na yen serve wo no a wonyi ntumu no sa ade no o mo reverse decision no bajo mre mu no mo kan say
in law no what we do all right because what your course man 7 years o man 7 years no what some lawyer filing motion say yen set it aside
Okay.
in law you can't say what we do o complain dia with the good character now on the kernel. What that? I mean, that complaint is just unburied. Because complaint now what the court says, Van Savu, 86 in Sano, about you don't take a step. One take a step, because mode of service, you know, Uma woman setting aside. But yes, sir, not a motion said, or more. And set aside all that one. Not just say, who complain now we have the first to say 1 years. One, what was that? Wait, yes, one more to action. Don't you try that? That is Sama, your friend. Sama Brano, that's here. Don't, my son, very new. Once again, because of that, position Bagbin one or you speaker official. But in this case, Bagbin is creating a situation. Position always speaker and the person. And there's a distinction. Bagbin as nipa no ye back. I'm a position as a speaker so a back. And my only way so as an individual and on the Supreme Court aircon.
Okay.
Or no as an individual on the Parliament aircon. And now or no as individual. Oji amanyoku bi adwuma eyama wo mo. It is not the responsibility of Bagbin say on kwama MPP for and now on kwama NDC and now on kwama those affected. I know adwuma adan obi abama marking. Na wakoma obi diania. After before my marking, NDC my marking. Affected MPC so that my marking. And don't remember my diania.
Na ayi enra me kai se bra Chief Justice a ruling no on the matter no what the article 2 clause 2 and what they adwuma one of the year or quote year quote article 130 and so what the adwuma na baby ana yewra Bagbin ka say parliamentary proceedings koso now there is a ruling to a matter na waka wi Supreme Court no eni ho bibi aha and
onya alpha and omega of the law.
okayfm.
And I'm repeating, emphasis mine. Read my list. Or this rock. Why? Going back. Executive team take a decision now. Court not even review. Parliament take a decision now. Court not even review. In fact, instances cry or one man. Parliament I assembly to judge. Now president assign weapons and so Supreme Court let him review. A bene nansan we law no afa we hono so be betime dia we Parliament agiatum president assign. And so be time the court Supreme Court said provisions be or emfa. Supreme Court gitu. So you see the lawmaking body, legislature, no can be BB. The law executing body, the executive president was saying, "Mienu, three arms and mienu ayajuma." The law adjudicating body, the judiciary say there be law no amoye fa wi no, and constitution no ebo ebra nti matwe ansam. Baby, even look. But so many cases, something I'm going to obowa. Anya no correct. Ghana Bar Association versus Aban. I appointed Aban. Ghana Bar Association the court. President of the Prince of Ghana Bar Association at the court. Amfa. My church has a man walker. Why not? Can the other children soldier banning the BC?
Mammy, we are dear back one ambienu. Say party be political party be on the constitution. Now be our state in the state article now of the MPP constitution. Yeah, me kind of offered. Say wunim na wa amanyokuo no mu ne yete se bi a wakodi amanyokuo fufuru achi officially no wa declare ho say medi achira bi ti say the movement for change yewura hopes mu de ba ya wan kasa wa forfeit membership of the party ye bia enya no bi nti na bia speaker gina so e take decision.
Good. Nyawu kano. I would say in law, the position in Ghana now,
Okay,
and going by the Supreme Court decision in the FRCC, as Senator Rollins. That it is not only as Senator Rollins. Ubetimyan kwa subakwa kwenyano the Republic versus Secretary Court, as party Yalibu. That was in 1990 something. Grab your father to me. In the Senator Rollins case, the Supreme Court said, party, kuo, biya wanan shishaye. Then so Ghana constitutional, was so 10 party, any kuo biya. Young Sanko Bill, you were the case of the Messima versus the Republic. In the 1990s, that's what Professor Otono Apetesia. This was a member of cooperative Apetesia, cooperative UUB association. And this one was a Cape Coast High Court case. Messima. I know people Otono Apetesia. Not to say, on joining cooperative. And the court rule said, by virtue of Ghana's 1992 constitution, a force, so sort of protection. They said, okay, cooperative. Ubia Timi Kuton, na protection. There's another case, NPP versus the Attorney General. They call it the Siba case. In 1995 or 96, not so at the time, I don't know, so can see back. And so the court said, and you're composed. So the current one will be the examiner one, just say, Kubia one in say, Party Bia one in say, After Bia one in say, Benina, Ghana Constitution in the Wasro. So, me can be seen, sir. At 97 na mo kan ho asem na bi da wajai bi do nyaye bi da ya daakye na kire se obegina bi da nya daakye no. It's a matter for interpretation, and therefore say a matter for interpretation. It is only the Supreme Court of Ghana. It is only and it's only. It is not President Akufo-Addo of Ghana. It is not Dr. Baumia of Ghana. It is not the Johnson Asedun Katia, chairman of the NDC. It is not, no, I mean, it is not the president of the Ghana Bar Association. It is not Godfrey Dame, the Attorney General. It is only and only the Supreme Court of Ghana. That is all. Nothing more, nothing less. So, like Obi, it is a lawyer because interpretation here, that is wrong. The lawyer is wrong. Your interpretation, we are talking of interpretation of a provision in the Constitution. Oh no, you never that so bad no so now so that so I am personal interpretation na more than personal. I know they are personal interpretation. Oh no, you never that so na mo say na mo bedi abekwane na mo bedi abubunabuna. It is a matter of my personal interpretation. But the position is that when it comes to the interpretation of the Constitution, and only an exclusive jurisdiction for the Supreme Court. So, I say, na speaker, but then can that is not the position of the law. Now, coming back to Objection Murezi and so Obakaiswa, Judge Gau. Supreme Court Judge Montran should be okay, Sas, okay, Nra. Hello.
Nana meet you.
Also, result of justice says Supreme Court Judge in Ofu Volta region, ma on Transhibi.
I'm who, sir.
I mean, I'm surprised about that. A lot of four brothers.
Baba, I'll see. He's a known MPP guy.
The answer is simple. Go and read Salah versus the Attorney General. That is the locus classicus. Salah versus the Attorney General. The position of the law as canvassed in Salah versus Attorney General says, so Obi, you better disqualify no, from certain on a matter. As I would say, or proprietary interest or pecuniary interest. That is the law.
Oh, mo fe nana Obiri Boahen mami locus classicus.
Liga jaguar kakraka we na line tinko. Locus classicus. As a locus or classmate.
Kwagu, cheze uze yetaka se kwagu you have no locus.
Ai. Cheze mi ni nyina so bia.
There be wonni to me so wotimi aka chem se bia me se kwame enkotu car na nkosisi na se na wo locus be na wo. Power be na wo.
Okay.
To me be na wo.
Okay.
O da me se me yesa. And kwagu, for you to read law, you must understand so many Latin words. So many Latin.
Ai, was it the okay there? Classicus there.
Kwagu ad libitum, as you actually say.
Ad libitum.
Aye.
As if a become man in tomb.
At your own liberty, at your appointed time. But Usian Latin, so kwagu, ubate brofo pa. Ubate brofo, okay. Mami kwagu me kumaba. Na oyi obra we ketokreku.
Kenze ni legal jargons no malana katimani nkabio.
Me ba me fro na ohwe ketokreku ama me ni interview. Nana Obiri Boahen sa mo akwa ba.
Dan kwakwa bo na kasa ya na.
Ai. Was it jaguar na we use ye no na ma ade ne te kwa locus classicus.
Na ya be say okata kwa mse fa kasa akwa no o mo de ne ko prison on bi san na wo e da afi wi kakra bia me ko fa na. Na kwakwa bo awon me se ba mu na me bo na yitia. Me se na ati o ya dem pa no tin ko nya tolipa.
Aya uta wo bitie.
Mikalo. Sama me mu sama boba kwatia man sar amamani anye. David akwa no ese se ko hwe na dwene.
Ebi anu o. Se wo bodam bo.
Oya bi o because the canno num ka se santo num de timma no sere bet dan kwakua bo ade ande o de akosoro.
Na tie. Na nei.
Yey.
O ka tete o jago jokers.
Ajeje.
Ni wo fa ne mu ba ko.
Aha sa.
Anti e wa busuanum.
Oh, that is good. Damn good. So we said them now unkwa bo na me se. In fact, na the bibia se tem ja so na kwani me yo.
Ai.
Ai. Ase kwani akwa na okoye e ba ku bi odo man ba ku se kam life and time atam ja so. Ola akwa bi na carpenter. Na okosi abaya bi pe. Na ba nse wo ye di adwuma ola me carpenter. Ola me pa jawe babunu me are kora pe carpenter ni na wo.
Ai, Mary o Yesu kura pe carpenter ni na wo.
Babunu na anyway, Mr. Ano, momento aso. In law, disqualification will come in when you shown peculiarly interest and proprietary interest. Senkanya sa nkaya kokoti, nkaya niasem. Nkaya niasem. Because me amasama me Roman, judge not to me Roman. Wa amasama no ebia ye basre ni. I think I afraid I now lawyer really say. Me amasama ni Roman. Judge no short assumption or you Roman. But you know the element of proprietary interest or pecuniary interest, no, it doesn't come in. Your friend, real likelihood of bias in law. Real likelihood of bias, not whimsical suspicion.
Okay,
that's the law. Real likelihood of bias, no whimsical suspicion. And do what I say, to Justice Gau or contesting on MPP ticket. And he disqualified. It's extremely worrisome institution. How? The case in the MPP in this case, only it is a matter of interpretation at the Supreme Court. Is it MPP and this case? For instance, I send your mark in all the coin or your MPP mapper. But it's interpretation. That explains why when we go to court for interpretation, and as a shoraya, and a prohibition, you don't need capacity. The law says that you don't need capacity. More so when it is interpretation of a provision in the constitution. Who in your capacity? I don't know, go so many that I know. Babaswa toilet up and pem or the coy. Or you your few on up and pem, so the coy. Supreme Court, you know. And see, that's a study now, more can be. Well, young lawyers, every time you are, the Fred, you say, Juju and the lady of Islamic, lady of the car for some three. Lawyers, sometimes you come out with such, and with due respect, Juju and tricks. But on a serious note, it doesn't sound, it doesn't work, it doesn't hold. Because why MP people? Now, case now the kind of MPP and NDC asema. It is a matter of national importance. Sir, we are MPP, we are NDC, we are independent. Now, go file ya. Constitution, say. Have you ceased to be a member of that party? What has this got to do with MPP or NDC? So that
because I heard people quoting the constitution, say, well, yes, and automatically you forfeit your membership to the party here. Nana say, I go for your argument. Say, oh, Mokra constitution article 9, no, say, oh, say, when now the one for say, me independent.
Yeah, it is the MPP constitution, it is the NDC constitution, but the answer can be found in the S party as an third case. So they should stop that argument. The MPP constitution here, MPP constitution. NDC constitution here, NDC constitution. But in S party as an author, the Supreme Court speaking through Atibuba saying, say, Kobia, as a Yati Konola Debia, a Sebiadi Dinum, Biadi Dinum, Yokonumra, no be the Kokotwa, but Siani Yati Yaku, Enti, Nietane, no. Maybe the number maybe me and I'm I can go to court, sir, that one, I'll go to court on Article 33. You know? And I've also heard said, it's a so-called high court. Now, high court. Please, that argument doesn't hold water.
Enra, Kaiser Justice Tokonu, can I say, issue cry will be the high court, no? Na high court no ekra no entimi enka ho asem ye nipa kro no ebunyu so a eso de na high court go tia abo ache to the Supreme Court for interpretation.
Yes, district court in the Rafa Kubaji versus Maklasar case. It was a district court.
Hey, Kubaji oh sunyani ba.
It was a district court. We have so many cases, sir. It could be High Court, it could be Circuit Court. Look at the Asimov that's a question. It went to the High Court, then it went to the Court of Appeal. Once I opened the Court of Appeal, and it will be to call Supreme Court, yes. But of course, Supreme Court for interpretation. So when the matter is before the Supreme Court, and you decide to go to High Court without prejudice, I beg you, without prejudice. I'm not making any prejudicial comments. But you know, it's subject. It's quite unfair. Because the starting matter is pending before the Supreme Court. That's all Gawu objection or Murezi, you know. I mean, but why should Bagbin try to personalize this matter? So I MPP mean that. We're MPP. MP, he has no right to go on and sit on a matter, interpretation. I mean, how? Please. I'm saying that Bagbin said, I know, make a senior. We are madam for. So we are ban. Man, dear pan, I said, what Jama taxes are. What's he trying to get? And you know, yeah, one job at the same this for me, you know, dear Bagbin. Anyway, you don't blame them. Omuni campaign message now. Into almost start from 24-hour economy and a tone fume. And almost anaba say insuna say no, almost anaba say easy. And 16 regions in our demonstration. And now Omoko Shia and You see, me and the later Kwabanko, any CPP representative, any Kofiapalu, and my woman tutorials. What we say, you see, forensic auditors, so NDC, I told you. And I must have about say, and so I say, yes, and so I say. And about a 3 year and Casa, and this Paco for Nipa Togo. Now, Baba, but the Fidias in solution about one soon. What was I? No, say, I told you. And an annual that's on UTAG. NDC for members in our UTAG and a very Kutupa, you call demonstration. And I'm not a guy, and so I told you. So there's no message for them now. And you know, when you say a brow, baby, a pen of Afakra. But you have said, President Mahama Koka said, a stupid economy is a campaign about this. I think by Umaka said, oh, sir, no, be proper policy back up and so. So it is quite unfortunate and quite disturbing. As a political party, I will go to about 7 December. Only campaign message, Bia, not in the day, make us MP, a Kutiabo. My said, I could be crying here. Or a damn
Baba, he says that's John Dramani Mahama. The problem back on say, and Tian one was say, Supreme Court wa a way. Debia unanimous, and to our from unanimous SC.
Well, I don't speak for them. Supreme Court judge, me debating. In Supreme Court judge, me debating. Go director my one, and Nanyame. I mean, Supreme Court judge, me debating. I cannot hold brief for them. But I'm talking as a lawyer. Nti unanimous no aha adwena na enha adwena mpacho official letter no dey come ayi the judicial secretary said kindly respond to this letter saddened attire you know I can't talk to that. I cannot speak to that.
Na me be say ye hwe ade bi ewo article 2 na me hwe de because a baby no speaker now saying as me by a speaker can say decision be made by the parliament and a ruling be by the speaker no one can turn it now overturn now article 2 ni say Supreme Court emma ruling be on a matter and a judgment on a matter for that matter no one fa nya adwuma wa bob president I mean court ade na ebi atiefo nhye dante na yefe yenhwe ni yi chapter 1 na making kind clause 2 so article 2 of the constitution na ma making kind na fe yenhwe ha na yemfa ni nkomo pa yemfa ni nkomo de watcho no ha ni article 2 a person who alleges that an enactment or anything contained in or done under the authority of that or any other enactment or any act of omissions of any person. 2. The Supreme is inconsistent with or is in contravention of a provision of this constitution may bring an action in the Supreme Court for declaration to that effect. Then 2. The Supreme Court shall, emphasis on shall, for the purpose of this declaration under clause 1 of this article, make such orders and give such directions as it may consider appropriate for giving effect or enabling effect to be given to the declaration. 3. Any person or group of persons to whom an order or direction is addressed under this clause 2 of this article by Supreme Court shall duly obey and carry out the terms of the order or direction. 4. Failure to carry or obey out the terms of an order or direction made or given under the clause 2 of this article constitutes a high crime under this constitution and shall, in the case of the president and the vice, constitute a ground for removal from office under this constitution. A person convicted of high crime under this clause 4 of this constitution shall be liable to imprisonment not exceeding 10 years without the option of a fine, and B, not be eligible for election or for appointment to any public office for 10 years, beginning with the date of the expiration of the terms of imprisonment. I, Nana, if I bamba be who anase for president ni vice who anase any other person be a and also okay
no can express mention of one thing silently excludes others. So president and
vice
a vice no own for speaker mum. President and vice no their own for speaker mum. Not just say abamba be baba be can yanya yakana ho. Express mention of the president and the vice. Never.
Aye. And a baby so two one is a person.
Good. Until we be me edifuma. Ya kanyina ya ba baby a osi imprisonment no. So what's that? Until abamba bemba imprisonment da breho.
Bebe to in the bathroom.
Oh yes. That's what the constitution says. That's what the constitution says. Constitution
wow.
Oh yes.
The ruling na Supreme Court aye no. Say oba parliament omoba chamber ho betena se. Na wa amfa anya adwuma ana wa ye wono so make statement on the floor of parliament say as speaker I'm not kowtowing to the direction by the Supreme Court.
And parliament will come to a halt. For some time. And parliament will come to a halt.
By way of what?
Okay.
By way of what?
The FPP phone will not go on with discussions over there. The FPP phone can say, so I can order a to us. That is. Because one majority leader in the court and the Supreme Court has made those orders. So you cannot say, we say, men the Supreme Court men and people from and they walk out because our mama walk out to the no mama says na you moot. Just a baba compromise na just any Supreme Court has and class for swing so as a lawyer I can tell you say womoko na babi amfanya adwuma and people from the walk out. Walk out to us. Parliament cannot function.
Now,
very dangerous. I don't see how. Actually, November ending. Now, we're baby. And if you want to be the flag bearer of the NDC, fine. Wait. At the appropriate time, you go for the contest.
Baba Nana so omebo wa man yes after Mahama or neighbor.
Oh no. Sir, look, we are penny. See, work me a penny. Into can kinda acquire. Tell me, Miss Father. Mr. Miffy, me Kobe Bia, the Kinkan, Missia, so you can follow in light of the sequence of events, no, near my communion, sir, Okorazi objection, Etia, that's his Gaunu. Open kind, open one, Unya Yape, we a seasoned lawyer, one going to call the Salas case, and it talks of real likelihood of bias. Not whimsical suspicion. And you mean because it's a it's in the Salas case. That is in 1970. It's in the Salas case. You know? And the same thing was repeated in Dawson versus Apollo. You can have it Amakoto 4 versus Apollo. I mean, so many cases. You know? I just said, you want to NDC for, and I'm paying for, and I'm a lawyer for. And one businessman, Mama Ghana, I bet you BBC. Anyway, tell the Bambabins, the US are saying, sir, the free American world democracy, Ubamana are Shannon. Bam Malvis and Quabu. Tell them, tell the Bambabin. Tell them, tell the Bambabin and those who are beating the war drums. Tell them. I mean, we are now with some few months. Actually, I have said, Naka Carabinier Kotuaba. There should be at least peace in this country. But unnecessary tension. I don't know what I should be a Obiri Boahen and I want to
Marty.
Okay.
Matic.
I mean, I bring my hand, I said, okay, and you shall him.
I said, yeah.
I bring my hand, I saw the deal, na onim ntia East region one more man in do back on ena Ashanti region there yama otumfo ebobo man in bebre ntia say East region as I said ahemfo no hwenya tumi ebobo man
na me ba jo me bo eburu yin wo to bo jankwasi.
Yes, tell me, say you should not talk like that.
Me question me busa ne say
if you are ignorant of the history of this country, so onima mon kan say eburu hin no say onimu a ompemu Abutaki Accord, which was signed in 1733, no, on the Abasa. And then I sent for a woman and Anamaya, she said, Yama, no one would see it. Not that the outside, I know the Asante for a few binum. Away, let me ask Antonio. Then Fisherman Thomas, then I'm number 1606. Me as Yanani, a Diana Cob, one and an Nema many a friend of Quiabo, a Janani. What the man was said, I'm your papa, Janano. Namuquana, my Jana for me, Obiri Boahen can be.
And what to bo jankwasi no. Our Obi Boahen mine now, one shall see a boy. Obi see the coin.
Apart from that, no, if you know the history very well, go to a crop of mine in our SSC and a Conyano, your friend of Forikumas too. Only the entire friend, sir. What the Abutaki Accord, which was signed in 1733. What you want to now, Kaza? Say, after yourself. I mean, we should stop that. And this is from Kwan. What's that? Bianica said, I am for now, a lawyer for, a ticker for, businessman. And this is from Kwan. A classical example is this Obiri Boahen. Oh, baby, or Grafasa, I can't afford. One baby. When you go to the LI 2409, Asante money Bentuaba. When you go to LI 2409, Savannah region, Yabonga, Bentuaba. When you go to 2409, Northern region, Yana, Naya Bimblana. And when you go to the northeastern, I am Obiri. What you say? I don't know regions. Regions maybe there than Twaba. No person, no primary will be much. And you tell that you sit at your palace in Obiri. Nothing for you. Now, and I sent for, and I sent him. Well, that is a fact. I think that we got to say that and remember this channel.
And now Odriana Odian Sabi, when this is Kadidi, and Nadia Ben Hano.
No, I think that no man was singing or no one can only have a car. Quite worry, call it that's a brand, but some no kayak offer you to get to my man. Ignorant of the history of this country. Yeah, so
Anna, me bajo, or 2 for the catchers and more mamma in it.
You are from Accra, more Osia. At Poppy, I don't sure about Kubedro Kobisan.
My hair is strange.
What life is this? After the Okan, you are just here, or at some kind, at some kind of all kind of brothel, who can have that?
Nane, a biswa, no conconia fierce in a tracker cranana.
I can say, I may have Gabriel.
Now, I mean, what's the pay?
It is not fair. Did you know that 17 schools now work upon a Butaki Accord, which was signed in 1733? Only yesterday.
Nana, Mamma, no, I see why.
More, your case, I call them in your team.
Martin, Nana, Mamma, no, I see. Na, and some food.
What take a queer boy, or man and massa, or man in flow, or man in flow.
Nana, Vaja, Martin. Eh, Nana, where you come here, Wookie. Who's an anno, Miss Sonda, Minim, the Adianum dear. Now we are wedding, I'm me your best man.
Oh, really traffic castle, yes. No,
no,
Dr. Queer was a minimum, you see, Mamma, to come. But
Nana medase ano pay. Nana. Bye Nana. Nana Obiri Boahen Mrenimuni, former Deputy General Secretary of the NPP. And I know actually common na
okayfm 101.7